13.5 crossbred gilt, calico gilt here, like a whole deal. We didn't put her in the last sale. She was just a little skinnier, but I think holding her and putting her in this one was the right move, because I think this one could be deadly, and I think this one could be very good as we move through the summer.
Man, this calico's stout, and one of those I had on my short list last time I was in here. And if you're wanting one, sorry about lost my voice there. If you're wanting one that, man, she is a stout monster that has a neat look. I love this thing's head and neck, but it almost, hogs that have that kind of presence, I mean, just to make them that short-backed, that heavy-legged, and that modern in terms of their proportions, this hog is short-bodied, and I mean big-caged, and I mean round-bodied. And this video here is really going to show just how opened up this hog is underneath and how good she is in her step behind. There is not a tight joint in this hog's body for just as short-bodied, as stout, and as bulky as she is. And honestly, I really like her color pattern. I think it's neat. I think it sits on her body well. This thing's going to give them all they want as you're working on them. And I'm not telling you this hog can't beat some boy pigs, because she's market hog-like in terms of her bulk, but yet when show females can still get their head up, they can still remain that comfortable in their step, that stable in their skeleton, keep their tail and just posture collected like this one does from the side. Lots of stars next to this one on my list, and not just today. I love this pig 3 weeks ago, and I talked about a blue pig earlier that was in this sale. They hit me hard 3 weeks ago that still looked good. This hog here is that same mold. And I think, and you talk to these guys about endpoints and where they see show windows on these things, I'd be excited to get this thing on the team for opening weekend jackpots. I'd be happy to drive this thing to Indianapolis this summer and play with her at Expo, because she's one of those that just every angle, a dimensional stout one that's so comfortable in her skeleton, so unique in her look. And I think her color pattern is going to set her aside. I'm normally not a big fan of these calicos, but I think this one's got enough black on her to go ahead and make her trendy and unique in terms of her eye appeal. Man, this thing does lots of neat things, and a very off-type one that I've seen here this year, just to make them that stout and wide and still keep them neat in their balance. I love lots of things about this Dash 5.